Just want to give everybody who's interested a quick update on where we're at with this build for this motor design. Currently, I've been running it off of just a variable transformer going to either an 1000-volt toroidal transformer or this 4000-volt microwave transformer. Got my high voltage diode bridge hooked up on here for the output, and then usually running it off of a watt meter on the wall, just kind of see what all's coming in. Got a spare diode bridge for hooking up across the coils, and the latest thing is I've got a motor mounted on one main polycarbonate sheet with like 5 pieces mounted underneath as feet. Those feet also have another hole in the bottom, which I'm going to be coming up underneath this other piece of polycarbonate that I've got suspended above my workbench, and drilling from the bottom to mount this guy in place. It's currently just setting in a kind of an estimated position for where I want to have everything. I plan on doing another update to my commutator brushes so I can, try to reduce some friction there. I was having some trouble with the previous setup, causing quite a bit of friction. But this is the new update here. I've got a mount that I 3D printed, drew up and printed out, that holds this generator on it quite well. There's just some double-sided foam tape along the bottom to hold this guy in place, but it's got provisions for some screws to go in here. Anyway, I'm going to be, I've got also a 3D printed pulley wheel that will be on there to match up with this, kind of like a smaller little sprocket pulley, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the right term is, but it's on the output shaft of the motor. So I've kind of got it geared down to drive this low-speed generator, which I'll be hooking up a full bridge rectifier to the output terminals here. Got some diodes for that hanging out over there. And depending on which power supply I run it off of, I've got some high voltage capacitors there. 580 volt AC, but they're up to 1,000 and I think it's 1,090 volts DC. So they're all currently wired up in series, so I can run up to the maximum capacity of the microwave transformer if needed. But I'm gonna have to make a custom belt. Got plenty of belt to work with here, and I think my plan, other than of course getting this loaded up, is to have the output of the full bridge go into this little bank of supercapacitors that should go up to about 13.5, maybe 15 volts. And that'll kind of be in between whatever I try to use as a load and the generator. So kind of work in progress, but that's what looks like it's going to be the next step here. So I'll put another video together once I get it running.